everyone. We're going to call to order the meeting, the Michigan City Fire Merit Commission meeting. The date is December 2nd, 2019. The time is 5 p.m. If everyone would stand and join me with the Pledge of Allegiance, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which stands one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Starting out with our roll call, we have Attorney Schaffner here with us. We have Chief Novak, Mr. Williams, Mr. Pollack, Mr. Deutscher, myself. Mr. Zecknown is not here tonight. Next on the agenda is election of officers for the year 2020. Commission members, is there any?
Mr. President, I'll make a motion that we elect Ricky Jackson as our president, Charles Williams as our vice president, and Ed Zecknown as our secretary.
Is there a second?
I second that.
Okay. For the roll call, Mr. Williams?
Yes.
Mr. Pollack?
Yes.
Mr. Deutscher?
Yes.
And yes. The motion passes. The approval for minutes on November 4th, 2019.
Mr. Chairman, I'll move the approval with one correction. And in the fourth paragraph under communication/claims, it says Commissioner Pollack made a motion to accept the claims and payroll for August. The word August should be deleted and the word October put into those minutes. With that, I'll move that we adopt the minutes.
So noted. So I have a motion by Mr. Pollack.
Second.
Second by Mr. Williams. All those in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Motion passes. Communications and claims. Mr. Pollack?
Yeah, I have a claim for, in this case, slightly above normal claims, $2,238.50. Our normal claims would be $1,488.50. But the situation is that the Merit Commission itself does not receive pay in January if you're already on the commission, or the month you come on the commission if you come on the commission during the calendar year. So as a result of that, we get 2 paydays in December, and with the second payday in December, the total comes out to $2,238.50 for claims, and I'll move the adoption of those claims.
I'll second.
So I have a motion by Mr. Pollack, seconded by Mr. Williams. All those in favor?
Aye.
Is anybody opposed? Motion passes. More, Mr. Pollack?
Well, we've got 2 budget situations to present. First of all is the general ledger budget, our normal calendar year budget. And as we currently stand within that budget, we are at, and I've got to find the right numbers here, we are at 94% of our general fund budget. And my estimate is, with the December charges that will come in, i.e. the big one being the additional payment for the Fire Merit Commission, we're going to wind up at 99.2%, which sounds great, but that's too close for comfort. I should have been a little better than that. But we will wind up at 99.2%. That's assuming that there is no charge out there that we currently don't know about, and we find out the hard way. Do you know the closing date, or if they told you the closing date? I can ask in the controller's office the exact closing date, and I will. I'm sorry? 15th? Okay. So I'll move the, well, I have one more budget to talk about, and that is the Riverboat Fund budget. Right now, we stand at 75% of the funds that were appropriated, a total of $17,000. That includes the values for, first of all, the South Bend Fire Academy, which was $9,000. And in addition to that, for the last agility test that we had, $3,094.79. Put all that together, and we're at $12,720. And then I added $1,000 because we still don't have everything in, I don't think, from the meals, because the fire academy, we only went through the 15th in terms of invoices received from your individuals that are over there, so we still have another 15 days to go. So I added 500 to that for my year-end estimate, plus I put in 500 for miscellaneous, because something always comes up at the end of the year, it seems like. So with that, assuming those come in, we will be at 81%, and we will go into the controller's office, because I did put money in there for some additional funds for agility testing, because I thought we might have to run a test at the end of this year. Fortunately, that didn't happen, so we'll be trying to have them hold it over till next year, and we can use it for the first agility test situation, if they'll hold it over. Otherwise, I'm going to wind up writing letters again. But I'll move the adoption of the budget report.
I have a motion by Mr. Pollack. Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Seconded by Mr. Deutscher. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion passes. Next on the agenda is a report from our City Council representative, who is not here. Report from our Commission Attorney. Report from Union Local 475. Nobody? Really? Report from Chief Novak.
Good evening. The first item I'd like to address is I need to ask the Commission, as of December 26th, of Tia Free, Brian Gonzalez, and Randy Hallett, Jory Palmer, and Austin Swistek have completed their one-year probation. I'd like the Mayor Commission to, as of the 26th of this month, to advance them to first-class firefighter status.
I'll move that those individuals be advanced to first-class firefighters.
I have a motion by Mr. Pollack. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Seconded by Mr. Williams. All those in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Congratulations.
So then, going on to my report, and then we actually have some award to issue to some outstanding firefighters here tonight. So my report for the month of Michigan City Fire Department responded to 238 calls of service in the month of November. At this time last year, the fire department responded to 153, which is a 56% increase from last year. As a side note, on the statistics, A shift had 78 calls, B shift 78, and A shift 78, B shift 78, and C shift 82. It's pretty evened out. Members of the Michigan City Fire Department conducted approximately 520 hours of training during the month of November and have logged approximately 7,020 hours for the year. The Snowflake Parade is this coming Saturday. Lineup is at 3 o'clock. The parade is at 4. Immediately following that, the Union will be joining us with hot chocolate and a tree lighting at the library. So there's still time if anybody wants to get into the Snowflake Parade. The following individuals have anniversaries in the month of December. December 8th, driver-operator Chris Hartsberg has 25 years of service. Congratulations. As I mentioned, on December 26th, probationary firefighters Tia Free, Brian Gonzalez, Randy Hallett, Jory Palmer, and Austin Swistek completed their 1 year of service. And on December 27th, Alfonso Bray, Steve Craigbaum, both will have completed 3 years of service. That completes that report. And this time I'd like to have Jason Weiss, firefighter driver-operator Jason Weiss, Jenna, come down, Daniel Nona, and Brandon White. So I'll read this and they can say it. I'm going to read it from up here. I'm going to read the letter first. The Michigan City Fire Department would like to take the opportunity to commend firefighters Brandon White, Jason Weiss, Jenna Topasevich. She changed her name recently, just so I'm saving. And Daniel Nona. Present them with the department's Unit Citation Award for their exceptional effort. On Saturday, September 21st, 2019, you and your crew were dispatched to a possible stroke at Blue Chip Casino. Upon arrival, found an individual laying unconscious and pulseless. After assessing the situation, you recognized the signs of a full arrest, began chest compressions, applied automatic external defibrillator, and used advanced oxygen administration. Due to your advanced care, within minutes, the patient began to have strong pulse and agonal respirations. As a result, the patient was able to receive further medical treatment, regain consciousness, and left the hospital 5 days after the incident. Due to your exceptional and professional efforts, which resulted in the preservation of life, the Michigan City Fire Department presents each one of you with the Unit Citation Award. Right. So. It's lined up the right way. Just so the Mayor Commission and the public understands, I received a phone call probably a month and a half, 2 months ago. So this has been in the works from the gentleman's wife, the gentleman that had the heart attack, and she could not say enough. And this man made a full recovery, and living a normal life, and everything's great. But at the time, obviously, it was by the letter that was written and everything. If it weren't for the quick action of this crew, this man would not have made it. So I commend you. Thank you for all you do. Thank you. That completes my report.
Thank you, Chief. Next on our agenda is under old business. We have an update on promotional testing and testing material. I actually have a list with me. I really didn't want to read this out. So, Chief, I was wondering if I could give you this list that's highlighted, and this could be posted in the stations. Because it's, it's actually 4 pages, but just the highlighted stuff is what we're looking at. And
So
then,
you want us to make copies and post it
please,
in 5 locations?
please.
Yep.
Or, if need be, I can run them out. There's no
No,
big deal.
we can make sure of that.
Okay. New business. An update on the minority testing. I think at this point we're still looking at getting some more information together on the minority testing, and we're going to push this back to the next meeting. But at the same point, we need to make sure everybody understands we're still accepting applications all the way across the board. So. Next one on new business is retirement. Chief, would you like to?
Effective January 2nd, 2020, Public Information Officer Tony Javieski is going to be retiring. So we'd like to commend, and I think we may have a little thing that we'll invite you to when we get closer to the date of his retirement, but we're just announcing it on here, and then we're requesting the next name on the hiring list so that we can at least get the process started.
Commission members,
I make a motion that we give the chief the next name.
I'll second it.
I have a motion by Mr. Williams, second by Mr. Pollock. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. No one's opposed? You're good, Chief.
Thank you.
Next on the agenda is public comment. Public comment? Public comment? Public comments now closed. Commission comments.
I just have one comment. For those of you that can read the hat from here, it says Toys for Tots. The Marine Corps Reserve is running their normal Toys for Tots program, which they've done every year since 1947. There are 170 boxes throughout LaPorte County. What they are looking for is donations of new toys, unwrapped, no weapons, please, or anything that simulates a weapon, but just bring it in, put it in the box, and they kind of established a limit of no more than $25 on one of those toys. So if you feel you can afford to do it and would like to do it, those toys really help an awful lot of people. They set it up and they're distributed through, first of all, the township trustees, which deal with a lot of individuals who have major financial problems. They also go through the Salvation Army. They go through Sandcastle Shelter. When I say Salvation Army, both in LaPorte and Michigan City. So if you find it in your capabilities to put a toy in one of their boxes, I can assure you it would be greatly appreciated. Thank you.
Any other commission comments? Chief, I got a question for you too.
Yes, sir.
Don't we have people in the academy right now?
Correct.
They will be graduating pretty soon, correct?
I think it's probably February.
February? Oh, early February. Okay. Plenty of time.
Is the commission putting a float in the snowflake parade? Think about it. You got time. So.
4 days, 5 days? Wonderful. Commissioners, any other business? No business? A motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Pollack,
Seconded.
second by Mr. Deutscher. We are adjourned. Our next meeting is Monday, January 6th at 5 p.m. Thank you, everyone.